I'm preparing the breadcrumbs. I just have 9 pieces of Dave's Killer Bread. I set them out here on the counter just to get a little firmer for about an hour. And I'm cubing them up and finish drying them in the bowl here. We have our dried breadcrumbs, and you could buy dried breadcrumbs. There's no shame in that. This is just cheaper doing my own. It's a few days later after we initially cut them up to dry them. We could have dried them in the oven if we were ready, but we weren't. So with that, I've got 4 big carrots, 10 celery stalks. Before I finish chopping, I'm going to start my water for the broth. So I am going to boil 1 cup of water to start with. When it comes to a boil, I'm going to add my vegetable broth seasoning. We've got a boil going on now. It's not rapid yet, but it is boiling. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the vegetable broth. Since it's boiling, it mixed up pretty nicely. I'll add the carrots and let it come back to a full boil before I add the onions. And I'll start chopping celery. It's also a good time to start preheating the oven to 375. I've got a rapid boil going on the carrots. Now I'm going to add the onions. I'm going to cook the onions till they're done, because for me, I get really bad reaction with onions that are raw. So we'll steam this down just a little bit. We're at a rapid boil again. I've stirred them like 3 times each time it comes to a rapid boil. At this point, I'm going to add the 2nd cup of water and some more seasoning. I got a sage ground. I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon of what's called poultry seasoning, and it's just got a sage, also thyme, rosemary, black pepper, and nutmeg, of all things. It's fairly strong smelling, so that's why we're only doing a 1/2. Back to a rapid boil. Give that a nice stir and add our celery. What doesn't make it to the floor. If I wind up needing more liquid when I add it to the breadcrumbs, I'll just add as needed. This is going to need to cook another 5 minutes. Well, that wound up being about 10 minutes because I was sidetracked cleaning the squash. Taters or the carrots are pretty soft. A little softer than I really like them. I did want some crunch left, but the celery is still crunchy. It's still boiling, so I will not be putting my hands in for mixing. While this is going on, I'm going to start some squash in the Instant Pot and warm up some of the instant gravy. 35 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, and we'll check it and adjust time if we need more. I was so excited about being done, I forgot the lemon. I have a small lemon and I'm going to juice the whole thing and just dump it on the top of the whole works there. This was in here only a minute, so that'll be good. Just dump it right on the top. Pulp and all. Okay, no liquid left on the bottom. 30 minutes it is. The gravy's done. We'll let this rest while our squash depressurizes. It just got done. So here it is. All its glory. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.